everyone, I'm Annabelle Flores, your 2021 Royal International Miss International Role Model Preteen and the founder of Read With Me Now. Today we are here with our fourth Read With Me Now YouTube video, and before we get started, I wanted to remind you all to like, subscribe, and turn the post notifications on. Today we have a very special guest. She is one of our Read With Me Now ambassadors, Isabella Wright from the state of Texas. She will be doing the book presentation today, so I hope you enjoy.
Hi, I'm Isabella Wright. I'm reading to you Chrysanthemum, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks for clicking on this video and watching it. I'm gonna share my screen so you can see the book. Chrysanthemum by Kevin Hanks. The day she was born was the happiest day in her parents' lives. She's perfect, said her mother. Absolutely, said her father. And she was. She was absolutely perfect. Her name must be everything she is, said her mother. Her name must be absolutely perfect, said her father. And it was. Chrysanthemum. Her parents named her Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum grew and grew and grew. And when she was old enough to appreciate it, Chrysanthemum loved her name. And in one of the pictures, it says, I love my name. Oh, I like that cake right there. She loved the way it sounded when her mother woke up. She loved the way it sounded when her father called her for dinner. And she loved the way it sounded when she whispered it to herself in the bathroom mirror. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. Cake looks delicious. Chrysanthemum loved the way her name looked when it was written with ink on an envelope. She loved the way it looked when it was written with icing on her birthday cake. She loved the way it looked when she wrote it herself with her fat orange crayon. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum thought her name was absolutely perfect. And then she started school. On the first day, Chrysanthemum wore her sunniest dress and her brightest smile. She ran all the way to school. Hooray, said Chrysanthemum. School! But when Miss Chud took roll call, everyone giggled upon hearing Chrysanthemum's name. Miss Chud, Don, Eve, Louis, Al, Les, Kay, Max, Sue, Bill, Pat, Tom, Sam, Ken, Joe, Rita, Victoria, and Chrysanthemum. It's so long, said Joe. It scarcely fits on her name tag, on your name tag, said Rita, pointing. I'm named after my grandmother, said Victoria. You're named after a flower. Chrysanthemum wilted. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was dreadful, absolutely dreadful. The rest of the day was not much better. During nap time, Victoria raised her hand and informed Miss Chud that Chrysanthemum's name was spelled with 13 letters. That's exactly half as many letters there are in the entire alphabet. Victoria explained. Thank you for sharing that with us, Victoria, said Miss Chud. Now put your head down. My name is only 8 letters. Pretty long, but not as long as hers. If I had a name like yours, I'd change it, Victoria said as the students lined up to go home. I wish I could, thought Chrysanthemum miserably. Her name tag has Chrysanthemum. It's based on different lines because it's so long. Welcome home, said her mother. Welcome home, said her father. School is no place for me, said Chrysanthemum. My name is too long. It scarcely fits on my name tag, and I'm named after a flower. Oh, pish, said her mother. Your name is beautiful and precious and priceless and fascinating and winsome, said her father. It's everything you are, said her mother. Absolutely perfect, said her father. Chrysanthemum felt much better after her favorite dinner, macaroni and cheese with ketchup. Ew. Would you eat that? And an evening filled with hugs and kisses and parcheesi. Oh, it's a game. That night, Chrysanthemum dreamed that her name was Jane. It was an extremely pleasant dream. Jane is pretty, but also Chrysanthemum. The next morning, Chrysanthemum wore her most comfortable jumper. She walked to school as slowly as she could, dragged her feet in the dirt. Chrysanthemum, 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 she wrote. She even looks like a flower, said Victoria as Chrysanthemum entered the playground. Let's pick her, said Rita, pointing. Let's smell her, said Joe. Chrysanthemum wilted. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was absolutely dreadful. The rest of the day was not much better during nap time. Victoria raised her hand and said, a chrysanthemum is a flower. It lives in a garden with worms and other dirty things. Thank you for sharing that with us, Victoria, said Miss Chud. Now put your head down. I just cannot believe your name, Victoria said as the students lined up to go home. Neither can I, thought Chrysanthemum miserably. Welcome home, said her father. Welcome home, said her mother. School is no place for me, said Chrysanthemum. They said I even look like a flower. They pretended to pick and smell me. Oh, pish, said her mother. They're just jealous and envious and brooding and disconnected and Johnseed, said her father. Who wouldn't be jealous of a name like yours, said her mother. After all, it's absolutely perfect, said her father. Chrysanthemum felt a trifle better after her favorite dessert, chocolate cake with buttercream frosting. That sounds so good. I want it. Filled with hugs and kisses and parcheesi. I guess they really like parcheesi. Now I want chocolate cake with buttercream. That night, Chrysanthemum dreamed that she really was a chrysanthemum. She sprouted leaves and petals. Victoria picked her and plucked the leaves and petals one by one. There was nothing left but a scrawny stem. It was the worst nightmare of Chrysanthemum's life. Chrysanthemum wore her outfit with 7 pockets the next morning. Whoa, that's a lot of pockets. She loaded the pockets with her most prized possessions and her good luck charms. Chrysanthemum took the longest route possible to school. She stopped and stared at each flower. At each and every flower. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. The flower seemed to say. I really like the name Chrysanthemum. Whoa, her dress has a face on it with a bunch of music notes. That morning, the students were introduced to Miss Twinkle, the music teacher. Her voice was like something out of a dream, as was everything else about her. The students were speechless. They thought Miss Twinkle had an incredible wonder. They went out of their way to make a nice impression. Miss Twinkle led the students in scales. Then she assigned them rules for the class musical. Victoria was chosen as the dainty fairy queen. Rita was chosen as the spiffy butterfly princess. Jo was chosen as the all-important pixie messenger, and Chrysanthemum was chosen as a daisy. Just right there. I would definitely like to be the spiffy butterfly princess. I like butterflies and I like princesses. Technically, and one. Chrysanthemum's a daisy. Chrysanthemum's a daisy. Jo, Rita, and Victoria chanted, thinking it was wildly funny. Chrysanthemum wilted. She did not think that her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was absolutely dreadful. What's so humorous? Asked Miss Twinkle. Chrysanthemum was the answer. Her name is so long, said Jo. It scarcely fits on her name tag, said Rita, pointing. I'm named after my grandmother, said Victoria, and she's named after a flower. My name is long, said Miss Twinkle. It is, said Jo. My name would scarcely fit on a name tag, said Miss Twinkle. It would, said Rita, pointing. And, said Miss Twinkle, I'm named after a flower too. You are, said Victoria. Yes, said Miss Twinkle. Yes, said Miss Twinkle. I'm named after a flower too. You are, said Victoria. Yes, said Miss Twinkle. My name is Delphinum. Delphinum Twinkle. Delphium Twinkle. And if my baby is a girl, I'm considering Chrysanthemum is a name. I think it's absolutely perfect. Chrysanthemum could scarcely believe her ears. She blushed and beamed. She bloomed. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. Jo, Rita, and Victoria looked at Chrysanthemum longingly. Call me Marigold, said Jo. Call me Carnation. Carnation, said Rita, pointing. My name is Lily of the Valley, said Victoria. I like Lily. It's a pretty name. Chrysanthemum did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She knew it. And that's all. The end. Did you like the story? Did you like the story? Have a good day. Bye.
So that's the end of our 4th Read With Me Now YouTube video. I really hope that you enjoyed Isabella reading her amazing book and doing the book presentation. Before I let you go, I wanted to remind you all to like, subscribe, and turn the post notifications on so you don't miss our next video. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. See you next time.